Now, WGEM Sports with Garrett Tias.
It was a great day to have a day on the Prep High School gridiron with multiple matchups in the Show Me State. First with Knox County, who's playing host to Marceline. This game was moved to Saturday due to last night's rain. Knox County ready to go in this one, hosting the Tigers in an afternoon game. Second quarter, Marceline up 15-0 already, looking to score again. They take a shot downfield, but in comes Elliott Ogden, and he gets the interception for Knox County, and the fans are fired up after the big defensive play. The ensuing drive, Connor Hayes drops back and airs one out deep to Colton Morrow, and Morrow reels it in and falls into the end zone, and the Eagles are on the board after the deep throw. But Knox County, they would go for two right here, and they would hand it off to Ogden again, who is lined up on the outside, and he would push his way through. It looks like a little help from his offense pushing him in for two, but either way, Knox County finally on the board, 15-8. But Marceline wouldn't stop. There was 17 seconds left in the first half. They throw it to Sam Gilman, and he gets the defense to miss and breaks through for the touchdown, extending that Tiger lead. The Tigers would miss the PAT and would take a 21-8 lead into the half, and they would keep the momentum going in the second half, shutting down the Eagles' offense. Marceline would win the game by the score of 43-8. Over to Center, Missouri, Mark Twain ready to go as they host Van Far in what they call the Farmers Cup. Tigers also looking for their first win of the season. First quarter, after a 3-and-out by Mark Twain, they would punt it. Tony Garland returning the punt for Van Far, and it's clear why he does as Garland picks it up on the bounce and sprints by three Tigers and gets about a 30-yard return, putting the Indians in Mark Twain territory. On the drive, Van Far decides to go for it on fourth down, and I mean they went for it. Garland, also the QB, runs out of the pocket and throws it deep to Latrell Wright, and he makes a great catch. What looks like it could be the first touchdown of the game, but wait, flag on the play, ineligible receiver downfield, and Mark Twain catching a break there. Later in the game, Van Far driving again as they hand it off to Evan. They hand it off, but Evan Torrance and Jackson Lake knock out the ball, and it's a fumble, and the Tigers recover, and they're back on offense. Ensuing drive, Torrance rolls out of the pocket and throws the ball on the run, and Dawson Talbot is there for the catch. Mark Twain's first throw of the night. It's pretty successful, but it was a defensive battle in the first quarter. Neither team scoring, and that wouldn't change too much in this one. The defense is making a stand, and Mark Twain would pick up their first win of the season, winning 8-6. On to the college level, and over in Canton, Missouri at Culver Stockton, the Wildcats volleyball team was finally in action. It wasn't just the team's home opener, it was the season opener, and they played host to Columbia College in their first game of the day. It was also new head coach Lauren Eldred's first game as head coach. The Wildcats would take the first set and would fall in the second one, and to the pivotal third set we go, and you could tell both teams knew the importance of this one. All tied up at 15 here. Ellie Packer on the serve. Columbia sets up the spike, but the Wildcats would get the block. Columbia hits the ball just over a little bit too much, and Taylor Coley would take care of it herself, the freshman, giving the Wildcats a 16-15 lead. Culver was down 24-21 set point, but would come back and make it 24-23 here, needing this point. They serve it to Columbia, almost makes a mistake, but they get it back over. Culver sets it up for the spike, but with a light hit, Columbia would handle it and hit the ball back over. Culver here would go for a behind-the-head set, and Coley with another light serve, and it worked out for her as they got it to go, and they tied it up at 24-24. First team to two now wins. 28-27, Columbia College here. The serve, Culver sets it to Coley, who hits it over, and Columbia would set up this hit, and it's not overpowering, but at the right place, the right time, right there in the middle, it drops, and Columbia wins match 3, 29-27, and they would take set 4, 25-20, and Columbia beats Culver in the best of 5, 3-1. The Wildcats would play again, hosting Avila University, and they were up 2-1 going into the fourth set, but would drop both, losing that tie-breaking fifth set 15-6. The Wildcats fall to Avila 3-2. It was a rainy Friday night, but that wouldn't stop runners from competing early this morning. They may have gotten a little muddy, but it was the annual Palmyra Cross Country Invite. Starting with the girls, Palmyra would win their own invite as the Lady Panthers put up a team total of 32 with a total time of 2:02:39, followed by Monroe City, Mark Twain, and Highland, who scores of 74, 81, 91. Kirksville and Monroe County. Marion County would finish things up by placing 5th and 6th. Delaney Strauss out of Marion County would finish first overall with a time of 21, 28, 90. And the boys would follow the girls. Wraith Kirksville takes the team win with a score of 21 and a total time of 137-19. Hannibal, Monroe City, and Palmyra with scores of 72, 73, and 107 to follow that up. Mark Twain and Winfield and Clark County finishing things off, placing 5th, 6th, and 7th. Kirksville had runners finish 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, with Dominic Callahan finishing first with a time of 18, 41, 46.